Hey guys, we hope you're doing well. Today we wanted to touch on the important topic that is being aware of the shadow elements or parts of the journey toward growth. Or there's many paths that you may take toward growing, whether that be spirituality, psychology, self-help, religion. In their desire toward helping us, there comes a risk of providing us with a never-ending stream of issues, of labels, of problems that we can identify in ourselves, and we get lost in this treadmill of feeling that there's always something broken and needing to be fixed next within us. You never get to a place that you feel you're done, and that can fuel any ideas of not feeling good enough or feeling that there's something lacking, and driving you away from being engaged in the present moment.
One thing I've noticed is that many of these people out there, these groups, these spiritual groups, these therapists, these religious figures, these social media figures, these people who are really trying to inspire you and help you to be, your best self. A lot of the time there's this underlying shadow side that many people aren't aware of, and it's this undercurrent of wanting to be a perfect person, which is unrealistic. How many times have you observed posts and pictures and writings and all these things which are aimed at helping you to get the perfect body, to have the perfect relationships, to be perfectly healed, to be perfectly successful? It's not outright said that you need to be perfect, but it's this undercurrent that seems to run through everything. To be perfect, to be this ideal state, this ideal being.
This isn't a license to stop growing and to stop learning or healing, but it is an important quality to be aware of, that the nature of the mind is to constantly be chasing after its next desire that it thinks will make it happy. It's almost like a form of mental masturbation, that you are chasing an objective. You think that something's going to make you happy and you go after it, whether that be healing some trauma or healing some problem that you've identified within yourself. And once you've experienced that temporary moment of growth, it fades. You move on to that next thing, that next quality that will make you happy. And it's almost like being on an endless treadmill. The mind keeps you moving forward and forward, but you're not quite sure where you're trying to get at. An example of this can even happen in spirituality, meditation, where if you meditate long enough, eventually you experience these mystical states, these rapturous moments, and they're just so amazing and so pleasurable that your mind will attach themselves to wanting to experience this type of sensation all the time, or as much as you can during meditation. And yeah, that starts becoming the obstacle then in your meditation practice, because the nature of any state is that it's temporary. And what you are pursuing in spirituality and in meditation is that which is unchanging, that which is permanent and always there. So even there, it's easy to get lost in these treadmills of the mind.
We've got to be aware of all these messages out there that are telling us that we're not okay, that we're broken, that we're flawed, that we're unworthy, that we need to be saved, we desperately need healing, otherwise our lives are going to crumble. These messages tend to reinforce this false core belief that I'm unworthy, that I'm not okay, that there's something broken or evil or wrong or bad about me. These things tend to prey on our insecurities, and it's like they poison us and they give us the cure. They tell us that we need to fix this, change that, achieve this next step, go to this next level, and then we'll finally be worthy. It's like they give us the cure and then they poison us again. So it's like this ongoing cycle, this ongoing treadmill, which is very hard to get off because it reinforces and preys upon our core insecurities that we tend to develop throughout life. They reinforce this split within us, this duality, where they encourage us to reject one part of us and embrace another part. And that's not wholeness, that's just fragmenting ourselves even more.
There's a quote by author and psychologist Elizabeth Kubler-Ross that I've always enjoyed. It says, "I'm not okay, you're not okay, and that's okay." To me, that's what true freedom is. Authentic awakening is not chasing after some ideal state of perfection, but instead embracing everything just as it is. As the Indian mystic Ramana Maharshi said, "Be as you are."